Hello everyone, how everyone is doing? This is Ph.D. Sabai Sabai Talk by SHRD NIDA. What does it mean by that? This is just a small program that we will talk about a life of a PhD students and PhD graduates or other doctors at the program of Human Resource and Organization Development, International Program at the School of Human Resource Development at NIDA, or the National Institute of Development Administration in Bangkok, Thailand. So we will invite our students, be current students or alumni, and even sometimes our academic staff, just to chit-chat in a Sabai environment, which means very relaxing, very easygoing atmosphere. Talking about the PhD life during the journey and also about work life as well. And this time is the episode 3. So we have second episodes already. And this time it is our third episode. So let me invite our guests today to speak with us. Hello, Dr. Sonai. It's very nice to meet you again. And can you please introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Sorry, thank you, Ajahn Vichai. Thank you very much for inviting me to this Sabai Sabai Talk by the PhD program of SHRD NIDA. I'm very much honored to be here with yourself. And as you know, I'm Zonai from Myanmar. I'm running a small business in Myanmar, a company called Mandalay Technology, dealing with technology, IT, GIS, remote sensing, those kind of technologies, doing mapping and also many other things in agriculture, urban planning, city management, transportation management, etc., etc. So that is my business. And in my personal life, I'm a father of 2 sons. I have one grown up, like about 26, and then another at 10. So they are about 15 years apart. And yeah, my elder son is now doing a master in UK, and my younger son is still with us. That second son, my younger son, we got him while I was doing my PhD in NIDA. So
okay.
Yeah. So and there is a story about second son with my NIDA, my friends within my class, but I think it's about not to tell here, but I will share about it sometimes convenient. And I have a background education in electronic engineering. I'm by education I'm an electronic engineer, and then a Master of Business Administration (MBA), and then I did a fellowship in Michigan State University in international development, studying the international development. So I have very much varied different educational aspects, backgrounds, education, the engineering, then business, and then international development. And then I did my PhD here at NIDA in human resource development and organizational development. And my dissertation, my study was the national human resource development in transition in Myanmar. So it's much more about human resource development in national level, and it's much more about education. So by life, I have pursued education in many different areas. I'm not sure it's whether it's a good thing or bad thing, but anyway, that is what I am.
Thank you so much for a very nice introduction, and for us to get to know you a little better. And I believe that with your various backgrounds, I think it benefits you, of course. And besides your own business, I think you also a well-known speaker and a trainer in Myanmar as well, as far as I know. And this is our one of our very active alumni, I can say, in our program as well. So thanks, Dr. Sonai, for being here with us and talking about your personal life and also your work life. And I can say that I think you probably have had a nice experience and good time during your study here in our PhD program, because you mentioned that it was about the time that you are having your second son. So it must be a very nice experience, you know. Anyway, so can you, as you already update yourself about your work and what you're doing now, do you want to mention any projects that you are involving at the moment? Do you want to share with us what are you trying to do in Myanmar at the moment?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity you mentioned about my projects. But actually, I don't want to talk about projects, but I want to talk about the updates in life. So I'm still in Myanmar and still in business. I'm saying this because at the moment Myanmar is in very much difficult situation, and also Myanmar people, especially because of a long time COVID, and then a military coup. Then now is a military administration in Myanmar. So many businesses are facing very challenging time, and also many people are also suffering, and economy is quite worse. So Myanmar is in a very difficult time for many people, for us, for businesses in Myanmar. But you know, I get involved in many humanitarian works, especially in COVID period, and then after the COVID, and then after this military coup, many people and many businesses slowed down, and many people left the country. But for me, like I said, I'm still in business. I'm still in Myanmar. This is an update. But actually, I'm traveling around, especially traveling Bangkok very frequently, traveling many other countries as well around the region, and getting involved in many professional works in international organizations and also international business community. I used to get involved in many professional and industrial organizations in Myanmar. For example, Myanmar Computer Professional Association, Myanmar Engineering Society, Myanmar Business Executives Association, etc., etc. But I am now less active in those professional and industrial organizations in Myanmar, but much more active in international organizations, and also in research works with many international institutes and academic institutes, and also I also have been doing consulting for many national projects, and I am also teaching as well in many MBA programs, and also and not only in the academic programs, but also I'm teaching and sharing the knowledge to many organizations, and also the institutes, and also even the private sector companies, etc., etc. And also I have been speaking a lot. It's interesting. I did my PhD in National Human Resource Development, focused in the areas of education and skills development and training, etc., etc. But I have been speaking in many different areas, not only in education, but also in smart city, or oil and gas, or leadership and management. So different areas I have been doing. So this is interesting life. at the moment, and also interesting life after my PhD graduation from NIDA.
Wow, it's been very interesting in terms of your whereabouts and also the situation. I think I'm sorry to hear about the situation in Myanmar, but I think we all over the world have experienced these kind of things all together, right? And even Thailand, we are now trying to just to get back to on track, after the COVID pandemic, and it's starting to look a little bit better in Thailand, but still we have to be very careful. And I'm sure that Myanmar will go through all these difficulties, as a nation, and will probably, in due time that you will just become in a development side again, just like any other country as well. And as you mentioned that you have been involved in so many areas, that's very impressive. And I have to tell the audience that the time of our recording this clip recording, it's about the end of year 2022. So we just, being hopeful that next year will bring us, better or improved situations in every dimension of our country as well. And I have a chance to visit Myanmar once. Actually, I've been there twice, but the second time around, Dr. Sonai has arranged a very nice, we can say that a short training session just to talk about, about the development of people, or in terms of human resource in different perspective. And I have enjoyed that a lot. I can still remember, even though it was, I think it was about maybe four years ago, before the COVID pandemic.
Right. Just before the COVID, right.
Right, and I have met lots of, very talented business person, and you yourself, and also some of the teachers. I can remember, some of professors in that university as well. So very impressive. Can you tell us, maybe you have to kind of switch back to the past, because you have graduated from our program for, I think, more than 10 years now, because you are our batch 2 students. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Batch 2.
And now, right, and now we are taking in a batch 14 already. So I think 13 and 14. So more than 10 years now. Yeah. So anyway, can you please talk about your impression of our PhD program?
Let me start with my son's impression of NIDA. So I was studying there, and then sometimes I bring my son, and sometimes he visit around. He visit NIDA, he visit me, and he met with my friends, and also he met with professors and teachers as well. So at that point of time, he was he was preparing for his undergrad study, and then I was asking him, so where do you want to go? You want to go to US? Because he was with us in US when I was doing my fellowship program in US. So you want to go back to US to study, or you want to go to, let's say, Korea or Japan? Because he was very much a fan of K-pop, Korea. So maybe you want to go to Korea, or maybe you want to Japan, because his friends, one of his best friends is in Japan. So maybe you want to go to Japan, or maybe you want to go to Australia. So that's what I was asking. And then he answered me, no, I want to study in Thailand. Oh, really? Why in Thailand? Oh, Thailand is very close to our country, and also in Thailand there are many good universities where the teachers speak English well, and the teachers teach in English, and also they communicate very well. And you also have friends who speak English. So he is I'm okay with study in Thailand, and then I love to study in Thailand. So that is what his impression with NIDA. And so thank you for giving that impression to my sons. So all the teachers, all the my classmates, thank you for that. My son's impression. I mean, this is not the wrong impression. It is very right impression. And he did his undergrad study in Thailand, in Assumption University, IPEC. And then now he is in UK for his master degree program. So secondly, my friends' impressions. As you know, I travel every weekend to study in NIDA. So I fly from Yangon to Bangkok every Friday evening, and then I fly back to Yangon every Monday morning. So every weekend I was traveling and to do my coursework for the PhD program. And then my friends, they see me here in Myanmar all the times, because I am here in Myanmar. I was here in Myanmar for the whole week, but I disappeared for the weekend. But they didn't notice that. But after all, I did my PhD, and then I graduated from there, and then wow, they said that wow, this is very good experience. You keep working here in Myanmar, you keep doing business in Myanmar, and then you study and graduated from NIDA, your PhD. Wow, so they are very much impressed with this kind of study as well. So my friends, one after another, they are joining the NIDA PhD program as well, not only in SHRD, but also in many other schools as well. So they started to ask me about the NIDA, the programs, and I helped them to apply and to join this PhD program at NIDA. But they joined. One of my friends, Win Tae-Win, he joined this SHRD PhD program, and a few other friends joined other programs at other schools in NIDA. So this is my friend's impression. My impression is actually very simple. NIDA PhD program changed me a lot. So after the PhD program NIDA, I am kind of well respected. I mean, more respected by many people. And even when people introduced, let's say I'm with one of my friends, and then my friends introduce me with someone else, and then he is very much proud of introducing me. This is my friend, Dr. Zonai. And so because I'm a PhD graduate, so he called me Dr. Zonai, and then he introduced me as a Dr. Zonai. And then what happened is that in myself, within myself, what I feel is that I'm not this like many other people think. Many people think the PhD graduates or doctors are smart and intelligent, and we know a lot, and we are most knowledgeable people. That's what they think. But I know that we are not. Like I said, my younger son is smarter. My friends, there are many friends who are better in doing business, or who are better in politics, or who are better in social communication, etc., etc. So, and also I am not the most knowledgeable person in the world as well. And PhD graduates like yourself, myself, we are not the most knowledgeable people. But anyway, many people respect us, highly regard us as kind of smart, intelligent, and most knowledgeable people, then I have to try to be humble. I'm still trying to be humble. I haven't been humble, but after the PhD program, people started to think of me smart, very intelligent, very knowledgeable. But no, I'm not. Yeah, I should not be showing off. So because I know I'm not that smart, that intelligent, that most knowledgeable. So I try to be humble, and then I try to speak of the truth. I try to speak of the evidence-based truth, because the PhD program is not about to be most knowledgeable, but it's all about the process to understand the things truthfully with the evidence, through the process of research, through the process of trying to understand something in depth. So I think after the PhD program, I changed a lot. People think I'm smartest, intelligent. I mean, as a PhD graduate, as a doctor, no, I'm not. I came to understand that I'm not one of the smartest people, one of the intelligent people, one of the most knowledgeable people. I'm not. So NIDA PhD program changed me a lot, and hopefully I changed myself, and also I could change the many things around me, and I hope I could make differences for the community, for the people, and for the world. Hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your experience and your impressions of our PhD program and all, right. This is give me the impression of how the true scholar should think about themselves, right? Because we are not the smartest or the most intelligent ones, of course. We just we are trying just to improve ourselves. Yeah, a very nice way of thinking. Thank you very much, Dr. Sonai. And thank you for giving the impressions of in terms of 3 dimensions, right? Your son's perspective and your friend's perspective, and of course your own perspective of our program and a PhD program in general. That's very impressive. And I have to say that experience, I have the same experience, when I was working for my PhD as well. And I talk to myself that, oh, I become less smart, as I was going along my PhD journey, because I thought I knew some of the things already, but no, because I have discovered that I haven't, I have lots of things to learn, and I haven't had a chance to master in so many things. So yeah, the same experience. Thank you for mentioning that. And you yourself, I have to say that you are very good students, not just to make you feel good, but because I have taught you in class, and I have a very impressive picture of you yourself, traveling just like you mentioned, traveling every weekend and then go back to doing your business and taking care of your family and everything. Wow, that requires lots of discipline, so you yourself has, to be very disciplined yourself. Very impressive. So last but not least, can you please share with the audience some of your advice, some of your tips, if they are interesting, they feel interested in going for a PhD in the future, maybe in our program or any other programmers, it's fine too. And if they want to, be in the PhD journey, what would be some of your advices, and also maybe your life tips, to enjoy working, studying, and, spending quality time with your family, please.
Thank you again for your recap, and also for asking me about those learning and life tips, so that I can, I love to share my experience and my journey through post PhD time. So I studied. I did my PhD here at NIDA, especially because of my keen passion for continuous learning. So because I studied, I did my electronic engineering study, and then my MBA, and then I came to know that I know very little. Like you mentioned, we know very little. After you study a lot, you came to know we know very little because there are many things which we don't know. So because of that passion of continuous learning, I explore to join a PhD program, and I find this PhD program at NIDA in Thailand in the School of Human Resource Development, and then I did my PhD here. But even after the PhD program, like we talk about being smart and being intelligent and being well knowledgeable in many things. I came to know that many people around us with no PhD or even no undergrad degree or even no the matriculation degree. There are many people smarter and more intelligent, sharp, and very knowledgeable in many different areas. So, we keep learning, and we do continuous learning, and we are trying to be smart, we are trying to be intelligent, but actually, we are not. And these days, it's I think younger generations. They know much more than we do in many different areas. So my 10 years old son know many things much more than I do. So my friends, they do better business than I do. But my friends, those friends don't have PhD. They don't have even master degree. So this is different era of knowledge. So it's not only about continuous learning. This is also about a time of learn and relearn. Because sometimes we learn many things, and then we learn continuously, but we have to unlearn something like, let's say, for example, in automobile industry, many automobile technicians. Today, the automobile industry has been changing, and so if you are working as an automobile technician to repair, to do the maintenance of the cars, the techniques, the automobile which you study, you learned, are no more relevant. These days automobiles, these days cars. So they are changing, the technologies are changing. So what you have to do is you have to unlearn those things you learned in the past, and then you have to relearn now. So this is the time of unlearning and relearning. So learn and learn, relearn, learn and learn, relearn. We have to keep that cycle of learning and relearning. And also, but of course, the wisdom is different. So we look not only for the knowledge, but also for the wisdom. We try to find the wisdom. Of course, even to searching of the wisdom, PhD program is very helpful, but also we also have to understand that there are many ways of searching the wisdom, like through the religions, or through the meditation, or through the many other means. So there are many means to search for wisdom, but at least PhD programs are very helpful for the wisdom, searching for the wisdom, and also our programs are helped to tell the truth, to speak the truth, and to work truthfully because of our the procedure of our process of doing the study and learning and doing the research, so that the wisdom we gain through the PhD programs are very, very helpful in life and very, very helpful for the changing the communities, changing the society. And the last thing, you mentioned that the quality of the family and the quality of life. And yeah, it's very important. It's not about the wealth. It's not about your PhD, doctor, educational achievement. It's all about the quality of well-being of yourself, the quality of well-being of people around you, and the quality of well-being of the whole society. And individually, I would like to encourage everybody to try to have the work-life balance. And work-life balance means not only for the work of doing business or the work of your job, but also doing too much study. So I don't think everybody should study PhD. No, it's not for, no need to do PhD. No need. Actually, if you have a quality of well-being, if you have a quality of life, and if you have work-life balance, it's good enough. And PhD is something you can do as and when you have time and you have resources, and it's not much more than a milestone or in the life. But at the end of the day, you should have a wisdom to keep yourself, to keep your society, to keep your community around you, peace and harmony, and changing according to the times.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, your words of wisdom, and your ideas about living a life, a very good, high quality life. I have to say that I agree with you with my heart that, you know, balancing our lives in every dimension, so many dimensions are very, it's very important thing that we have to do. And before taking on a PhD journey, you have to probably think it through and to see whether that this journey it's for you or not. Of course, going for a PhD will add lots of nice experience to your life, but again, it has to be well balanced, and you have to have time for it, and you have to have a discipline for it, and then you can enjoy your learning life and your you know, your daily life as well. Not only, just like you mentioned, you can balance many different perspectives in your life, and I think that's very important. And of course, when we have gone through the PhD journey, then you become more like, you talk about truth-based, you talk about evidence-based, and you talk about fact-based and also research-based. I think this probably add a little bit of even, you know, open up our own horizon toward things in life. This is very valuable. So I have to say thank you, Dr. Sonai, for spending time with us and sharing your words of wisdom, your ideas, and your impressions of our program. and hopefully we can meet in person in due time. And because you are part of our school now, you are part of our family now. So just anything that we can do for you, or when you have a chance to come by Bangkok, just let us know so we can meet. And I have to say goodbye. I would like Dr. Sonai to say goodbye to the audience as well. We can probably meet in our next episode of Ph.D. Sabai Sabai Talk by SHRD NIDA. So, Dr. Sonai, can you say goodbye to the audience?
Thank you, Ajahn Uchai. Thank you very much, Kapong Kap. And then I'm very much honored to be part of this Sabai Sabai Talk program by the PhD program of SHRD in NIDA. And then I love and I enjoyed the time at NIDA, and also I love my life after the PhD program. And then I love what I am doing for the people around me, for the society. And then I am very much honored to be part of the NIDA, to be part of the PhD program at SHRD. And then I encourage the other people and also friends to join the PhD program as and when you have resources like time, and you have your the most important thing is some time. If you have time and you have passion to do this kind of further study, the highest level of study in academic area, then I encourage you to do. But of course, like we discussed, the most important thing in the world, in the life, is not the PhD, but the well-being of yourself, the well-being of your family, and well-being of the society. So if you are okay with whatever you are doing, if you are doing already good, don't think about getting a PhD and you must get a PhD. No, you need not do. But of course, PhD study is helpful. PhD study is opening your eyes more and more, and PhD study may help you find kind of wisdom, and hopes everybody may judge their way of life, whether you should do PhD or not, or whether you should be doing something else to serve the community, to serve the people around you, your family, and to live happily and peacefully. So everybody, thank you for enjoying our Sabai Sabai by PhD program at SHRD, and love to meet each and every one of you in person whenever a chance. Thank you, Ajahn Vichai again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I have to say thank you again to Dr. Sonai, and see you, the audience, for the next time.